What's up, guys? It's InspecThaGadget, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to do something awesome. Now, if you're like me and you play games on your Nexus 7 tablet, like Nova 3 or Modern Combat 3 or maybe Asphalt 7 or Shadowgun, I'm sure you're saying, man, I wish I could just offload these games to an external source and just play them from there. Well, today, guys, I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. I'm going to show you how you can play games from a USB thumb drive or even play games that are stored on your computer, on your PC, and wirelessly play them from there to your Nexus 7. It's going to be awesome, guys. And this is only for rooted users, guys. You got to be rooted in order to do what I'm going to show you to do. We're going to do this using an app called Directory Bind. So let's get inspected. Okay, guys, so the first thing you're going to do is download an app called Directory Bind, to which I've put a link down in the description box. And I've also put a link to XDA Developer's website for Directory Bind that shows you step by step with pictures and everything how to do exactly what I'm going to show you how to do here. So if I miss something or for some reason you're unable to follow along with what I'm doing, you can always go over to the XDA Developer's website and follow along step by step there. So when you open up Directory Bind, the first thing you're going to see is it says Directory Bind here, and you've got a blank screen, and on the bottom it should say root access OK. Now you must be rooted in order to do what I'm going to show you how to do here, in order to stream games or play games from your USB flash drive or USB dongle using OTG, or in order to stream games from your CIFS manager using CIFS manager, stream games from your local area network or over the internet, depending on how you have your CIFS manager set up. Now, I'm not going to go into how to set up CIFS manager in this video. I do plan on creating a video to show everyone how to stream information from your local area network or from the internet to your Nexus 7 to have basically limitless storage. Okay, so for now, we're going to do that. You should see root access OK at the bottom. If you've got that, then you can continue on. We're going to press the menu button here, and once you press the menu button, you get a few options. What you're going to click is add new entry, which is this first one here. I know it's kind of blurry, but it's not focusing here for us. So you're going to hit the plus button there, and what you're going to see is a set of entries where you can enter in directories. Now, the first one says enter source data path. This is where the data is actually going to be stored. So if it's going to be stored on your USB flash drive, then this is where you're going to enter in that directory. If it's going to be stored where you have your CIFS manager mounting your information from your local area network or the internet, then you're going to navigate there to that directory from here. So you press and hold, and it's going to open up to your SD card directory, but we need the root directory. So what we're going to do is press up, and when you press up, you're going to go to MNT, which stands for mount, and from there, if you're using a USB flash drive or OTG dongle or what have you, you're going to go down to the very bottom where it says USB drive here, and you're going to click there. Now, obviously, you probably don't have any folders set up for your various games. So what you can do is you can click new down here, and when you click new, you can type in for whatever game it is. So for example, if you're going to be playing Shadowgun, you can type in Shadowgun here and create it, and it'll create that directory for you. That's where the Shadowgun data is going to be stored. Okay, so we're going to go back up. For those of you who are using CIFS Manager, you can go to CIFS. You should have your CIFS mounted in your mount directory here, and you can go ahead and click CIFS. I've got mine on my computer mounted under the name apps, under the folder apps. So you click apps, and I don't know, you can't really see that, but I've got Nova 3 here, the data for Nova 3, and I've got the data for Shadowgun. So I've already set these up. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the one for Nova 3. And I don't need to go into the further directory for files. I'm just going to do it for the Nova 3 directory because everything else is going to be the same. Down here, we're going to hit select, which is here in the middle. Okay, so you can see now it has that populated here. So now it says enter mount or target path. This is where the game application is going to search for the data. So it wants to know, well, where does the application think the data is going to be? Because what you're actually doing is binding the target directory to the data directory. So you're tricking the application to think that the data is in one place when it's actually not even stored where it thinks it's stored. It's actually stored on your USB drive, or it's stored on your local area network if you're using CIFS Manager. So we're going to go again. We're doing Nova 3. It's going to be SD card, and then it's stored in Android, and then data from there, and then right here, it's com.gameloft.android.anmp.gloft n3hm. That's for Nova 3. So I go ahead and click that, and I go back down here and I click select, and now that directory is picked. So again, it's looking in the target directory, which is where the game thinks that information is going to be stored, and it's going to bind that directory with the directory we set for the data path, where the data is actually stored, where we've moved it to our flash drive or to our local area network. Now, since you notice that you haven't sent any information over there, what you can do is click this checkbox here, which says transfer files from target to data. And it'll automatically transfer the files from your target path, which is where the data is currently stored, to where you want the data to be stored up here, which is on your USB drive, or again on your local area network. Now I've already transferred my data over, so I don't need to do that, but you may need to do that, and then you go ahead and click add. So once you click add, you're going to see this diskette icon here, and it's showing both your target and your data directories up here. In order to enable it, to actually enable the bind, you're going to click the diskette icon here, and it should turn green. Now, when it's grayed out, that means it's disabled. When it's green, it means it's enabled. If it's red, it means that the bind failed, and if it's blue, it means the bind is pending. Okay? Once all the data has been transferred over, which mine has already been transferred over, I can actually go and open up Nova 3. So let's go over. Actually, I've got my games stored here. So I can actually go and open up Nova 3. And guys, now I am streaming Nova HD from my local area network using CIFS Manager and Directory Bind. And if you're using a USB flash drive, you should be now running Nova 3 or whatever game you chose from your USB flash drive using OTG. So let's see if we can get a battle going on here. Now the speeds are a little, you're going to be limited to your Wi-Fi bandwidth and how far away you are from your Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. But it's not bad at all. It stutters sometimes when you're doing it wirelessly. I could imagine those of you using a USB flash drive will actually have better speeds. Gotcha. Anybody else? Let's throw a grenade over there for good measure. Or shoot a grenade over there for good measure. Well, that's it, guys. I'm InspecThaGadget. You can follow me on Twitter at InspecThaGadget. Also, hit me up on Google Plus on InspecThaGadget. Post your questions in your comments below, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button. Helps us out more than you know. And again, I'm InspecThaGadget, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.